Evening, Toby. How's your day been?
Oh, it's so confusing. I've been trying to figure out the new layout of the harbor, but it's like one track leads to another.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you're not the only engine confused by the tracks here.
How did I even get here?
I know, but I've got this coach to get to the liner dock, and these apples for the ferry. How will I get them there in time if I don't know which track is which?
Boy, I had a great time in Kokomo. Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Toby's still figuring out the new tracks around here.
I've got to get to the liner dock, then the ferry pier, and it'll be hard to make appletinis for the party-goers without apples.
Well, you take the track you're on straight on, go around the loop, go straight on the crossing track there, go across the drawbridge, and you're at the liner dock. Ferry pier's just the other side of it. Now I gotta get back to Tibnith. Papa Henry needs to rest after his business holiday. Oh yes, my home sweet home is the perfect place to be. Yes, it's
Well, that's settled then. I'd best head over to the docks then. See you later, Thomas.
See ya, Toby.
Papa Henry?
Yeah, just let him go with it.
It's time for Milan's Ramblings. It's time for Milan's Ramblings. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Last year, I did a video discussing the Wood Knapford train station. It was bad. Then I did a video discussing the Wooden Railway 2022 Brendam Docks. It was pretty great. And now here I have the Wooden Railway 2022 Knapford Station Passenger Pickup playset. And it's pretty good. This had actually been a set I was eyeing for a good while. I really wanted to get it, and I was really considering it. But yeah, not at that price. And with how things in 2022 went, I had to quietly resign and put that dream away of ever owning this set, and to focus on, actually being able to afford groceries. And then, after suggesting it to my dad as a little Christmas gift, like, hey, maybe you could get something from this line, I ended up getting it.
And that's when I heard the angels.
But for realsies, for someone who doesn't usually ask for Thomas stuff for Christmas or birthdays because, you want to look a little grown up, you don't want to just ask for train stuff all the time, this actually does mean a lot to me. My mom even got me that Meet the Engines book they released last year, plus the complete series of Frankel Rock. My parents are actually the best. I love them. But this opening's been going on for long enough. It's time I take you through my personal thoughts on the Knapford Station Passenger Pickup playset. Try saying that name 3 times fast, Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Internationally, it's just Knapford Station. That's nice and pretty simple. Between Brendam Docks and the Tidmouth Shed starter set, this is kind of the median set of the Thomas Wooden Railway 2022 range. It's not the biggest set of the range, but it's also not the smallest either. And you get a lot of accessories and stuff to play around with in this one. Fitting for a place as busy as Knapford, you get this Knapford cargo car plus Annie and Clarabelle, all exclusive to this set. You got the station itself, which... yeah, you kind of need that for an Knapford Station set. Your 2-lane switches, plus some adapter track. 5 more of those play slates, just like we saw in the last set. And as advertised on the back of the box, a whole caboodle of things to do, from lifting and loading and seating. Let's go take a look. I talked about the box art last time, so I'm not going to dive into it yet again, but I will comment yet again on how neatly packed these boxes are. The lack of filler and the ease of how you can open this box is just incredibly refreshing considering other toy lines I've seen, even you, Thomas. And I still freaking love how they give you an instruction booklet that also doubles as a product guide. God, this line is so good! So hey, it's about time I get this out of the box and we get things started and... oh, wait a minute, what the... hold on. That's everything? Everything's out of the box? What? Yeah, that actually kind of surprised me. I did not expect to be able to pull everything out in one go, but I guess that also shows how incredibly packed this line is. One of the boxes pretty much contains all of the play pieces from rolling stock, playsets, and adapters.
There's peas in there!
While the roof itself is neatly packed into the station with this thin little paper thing. I don't know what this material's called. Is it just wrapping paper? If anyone knows, just let me know. And hey, check it out! The cardboard that actually holds it into place even has that special style printing we saw last time. Isn't that neat? And now for the delicate task of putting the roof on, and It's right here. There we go. It's on. It's in. There we go. Then I gotta put the buffers in. It's almost got it. There we go. There we go. The buffers are in. And the truck goes in there too. And now to put on the switch track, so it's all set and oh dear. It appears with my batch, I got very not so well secured switch things with pegs. Well, I guess I better get out the ketchup because I'm eating my own words about what I said about these things last time. But there we go. We got track. Map, bags, people, coaches. And we got a station. And wow, does this definitely look better than the last one we reviewed? Compared to the tiny little bus stop that we got for Thomas Wood, this is a real Knapford station. The size and scale of it just speaks it all. Just woo! That's a big Knapford, and that's a tiny Thomas Wood Knapford train station. Much like the 22 Brendam Docks, this does have a lot of exposed wood on it, but like the 22 Brendam Docks, there's also a lot of nice detailing on it as well. While wood made it look tacky and cheap, this feels a lot more graceful and classy. The patterns and printing really do helping to elevate it, and the additions of hazard stripes for the crossing zone and these little benches are a nice fun touch too. Before we dive more into this though, let's go and talk about the rolling stock, which means we gotta talk about Annie and Clarabelle. Yeah, their look for this range definitely put off a few people, and I can honestly see both sides of the coin for this one. On their own, I'd say they look pretty fine. The detailing is nice, the windows are in about the right place, and I do like the 3D molded noses. You put the play slates in though, and yeah, it starts to look a little bit weird. I honestly still kind of like the idea behind these play slates. They're a lot of fun to play around with, and I like how this set gives you people and cargo to play with. The downside is now you have toasters on wheels, and yeah, I'm hungry for Pop-Tarts now. It's definitely a weird look to the adult collector, but you know what? I'll take these over the Thomas Wood coaches any day. At least these guys don't look like they had an explosion halfway across them. The cargo car is really nice. I wish the Brendam one had printing like this one, and I like the function that it ends up serving. Check this. You got these baggage pieces that I showed before, and then there's this little chute over here. You pull the lever and boom! There it goes! Down to the ground level! I can now give Sammy Suitcase a comfortable train ride with this little seat for him right here. I also love this one piece. One half's a map, the other side's the top of a desk with a newspaper and a book and a banana and a cup of coffee. It's beautiful, it's cute. And you can put in this tiny little slot for tiny little people to see and look at and read while they're waiting for the train. And there's a tiny little elevator with a tiny little thing with a tiny little door to put into your tiny little train cars for tiny people to go ride. Woo! And unlike the Thomas Wood Knapford train station, there's a lot of space. The big guys can fit in this too. It even fits your extra large eggs in here. Isn't that cool and neat and awesome? And it's got enough room for 3 carriages so you can go send your train to pick them up and take them out for a fun little train ride around the fun little town. Silliness aside, God, I love this set. This is honestly kind of tied up there with Cranky as one of my favorite items from this range. Yeah, there's exposed wood and my switches were faulty, but it's hard not to love this set, honestly. I can imagine kids having a lot of fun with how much stuff they give you to play with in this. I do feel it is a little bit overpriced, especially if you're in Canada, but there's so much stuff to do in here that you'll probably get your money's worth with your kids. And that's saying something considering I think Knapford usually works best as just a fun big station prop. Honestly makes me wish the Tidmouth Shed set looked a little bit better. I like the color scheme and the fact that it is a starter train set, but the mixture of elements didn't work as well there, I feel. Not to mention the size of it and how big the price tag is for it. Overall, if you can find this for a pretty affordable price, I'd say it's worth picking up. It's personally my favorite of the Knapfords that Mattel's made, but I guess if you want a more budgeted option, I would recommend you go pick out either version of the push-along set that was released. But if you want to have your money's worth for a Knapford playset, I'd say this is a pretty good choice. I really hope they're just waiting on seeing how the rest of this line does before commissioning more stuff, because man, Memicole's farm set looks really cool. And for all its flaws, this is a genuinely nice range, and I'd like to see what they do with other destinations. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see for now. Whether you like the show or the franchise right now or not, it is nice to see the toy teams actually caring about the brand and putting their all into good products. And I'm eagerly awaiting to see if this team will tackle any other destinations before they skedaddle. Just give us a Vickerstown station before this ends.
Here we go. Toby's lines. Alright, it's the wood boy. Hey, it's Toby. He's got the wood. That came out wrong. I highly doubt it. That's not gonna make it on the blooper reel, is it? I doubt you'd use it. I probably would, but that's just me.
Yeah, just let him go with it. I recorded like 4 versions of the thing at the end because I don't exactly know how to do that one. So just use whichever one fits best.
Ferry boat. Ferry boat. Ferry boat Fred and Crotonia win.
I don't know if you're gonna add that in, but I just figured, you know, a nice bear and a big blue house reference.
Papa Henry? Papa Henry? Papa Henry?
I've got this coach to get to the liner dock, and these apples for the fairy, whose name is Fred.
How did I get here? Get in my mouth.
How'll I get them there in time if I don't know which track is which? It's not like I can read, you know.
Thomas. There's these 2 blonde children that keep looking at me and they won't leave me alone.
And it'll be hard to make appletinis for the partygoers without apples. Oh, so we're putting alcoholic references in these videos now? Okay, what's next? Is all the trains gonna go get some weed?
They think me and Scotsman are not a proper family.
Oh dear, Lily. They're not a proper family. Oh no, Todney, they're not a proper family at all.
Milan, think of a thing that you want people to watch and then tell people where they can watch it and then just put it on the screen and I'll endorse it. Hey guys, Lockie here, I'm endorsing this, even though I have no idea what it is. And you're not even gonna use most of this.